Welcome to Horrorphobia,
Oh my God! He admitted it!
a spooky movie review podcast for the horror lovers and the horror-phobics alike.
Never saw them titties.
Watch your profanity.
I can't imagine why.
Those fucks.
Destroy the child.
Learn your lesson. We have to have some Halloween spirit.
Show us your balls or get the fuck out!
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Hey there, little pigs, and welcome to Horrorphobia, a spooky movie review podcast for the horror lovers and the horror-phobics alike. I'm your host, Jake. Next to me is my wife, Emily.
Hi.
Across the internet, we have our friend Ryan.
Hey,
And all the way across the slutty internet, we have our friends Ian and Jake.
Hello.
Hi.
We are a group of lifelong friends who review horror movies. Why horror movies? Because I love them.
and I hate them. Riff. That's what the script says.
Improvise.
Never once riffed after that.
Never.
I can't think that fast.
No.
We have a great episode for you today. On this episode, we will be reviewing 2012's Would You Rather. First, we will begin with our movie synopsis, our spoiler-free review, then we'll get everyone's score for the film. We will review on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being 10 being Then
Solid.
Ryan, acting as a resident scaredy cat, will rate the spook factor of the film.
And then we'll begin our spoiler-filled walkthrough of the film.
And I will be providing behind the scenes info.
And I'll be providing critical reception upon release, maybe.
And if it applies, I'll provide production budget versus box office gross and our own personal likes and dislikes of the film.
All right, and then after the review, we're all going to play some more Would You Rathers because this movie's Would You Rather, and we're going to do Would You Rathers
It
because
just makes sense.
why wouldn't you?
When we play the game.
And then we're going to go to the Horrorphobia wheel and decide next week's movie. Patreon pick.
Oh shit.
We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah. We'll find that out later. Stay
Mm-hmm.
tuned to find out who is going to get the Patreon pick this week.
We'll find out
Not even
too.
we know.
Let me
Riff.
look- I'll just look at. I'm going to look it up right now. Right,
Fine.
so-
Bum, 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 ba-da.
Last one was Cobweb, so that was Rachel, right?
No, Cobweb was Parker.
Okay.
Oh.
We actually just
Parker.
watched that this past weekend.
Are we reviewing that today?
No. So
Surprise.
it's not Parker.
Surprise to
Oh.
you guys.
Well, the three of us haven't watched it.
10 out of
Okay.
10.
Which means it's Allie again.
Okay.
Let me text her.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully she gets back to us by the end of the sode.
All right, cool. So, like I said before, this week's movie is 2012's Would You Rather. Here's my synopsis. Oh, actually, this is IMDb synopsis copy pasted.
Mm.
Desperate to help her ailing brother, a young woman unknowingly agrees to compete in a deadly game of Would You Rather hosted by a sadistic aristocrat. This is my review. Da Vinci once said simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Sophistication might be a stretch too far for this film, but there is something beautifully simple about a story that is set in a single room. In this case, a single room in which multiple torturous events unfold while everyone is participating in a game of Would You Rather. Some of the characters may feel a little one-dimensional, some of the tests may feel a bit bland, and the ending made me laugh even though I'm certain that was not what was intended. But if you were staring at this film in a hypothetical blockbusters, your eyes would most likely fall upon a better version of this film. One with more intelligent things to say about classism, one with better ideas of scenes of torture, or one with more interesting and identifiable characters. But if you're like me and you've already seen most of those options, this is a pretty fun watch. Some of the obstacles the characters face in the story are truly stomach churning, and the pacing of the film works well for the most part. This movie feels like a shift between a competent horror film, a movie that's so bad that it's good, and being very mid. To such a degree that I felt I had whiplash by the end of it. But if you're someone that enjoys this type of horror film, that being a somewhat conservative torture porn film, I would say it's worth your time. And that's why I'm giving this film 6 gaping buttholes out of 10. Because Sasha Gray's in it, so.
So, no,
Oh, by the way,
Oh, by the way, the squib. Oh man.
squib.
So Ryan,
Yeah.
tell us about this film.
All right. Ready or Not vibes without the charm. Would You Rather definitely had my attention throughout, but didn't leave me quite as satisfied. The horror elements of this film are left to our imagination, as the truly horrifying thing is imagining yourself in the situation and wondering how quickly strangers would turn on you to save themselves. The cast was fine, a lot of white bread in my opinion, although the Lambricks definitely carried this film on their rich white shoulders. I can't think of a single character arc. Everyone was a straight line, which definitely left me a bit bored by the end. But Fancy Saw definitely had its moments. I even chuckled a few times, but I don't think I was supposed to. But it was good, not great, but good. And I gave it a 6 out of 10 Lambrick copyrights. Did you guys notice that at the beginning?
Mm-mm.
They copyrighted the opening credits with the Lambricks.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The name?
Company or something was
Yeah.
all that. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't see that.
So creative.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's so creative.
So Ian, what are you giving this film?
I mean, I thought it was mostly pretty somewhat enjoyable. It was paced decent and got right into the action. It had some twists sprinkled in there. It was the first movie we reviewed that had a scene that I had to like look away, even after watching it for the second time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't have much else to say about this movie. I'm gonna give it a 6.5 drowned porn stars.
Nice.
Nice.
Emily.
Oh, the squib?
The squib?
The squib, dude?
Who's the squib? Is that her real name? Okay, never mind.
Wait, was that the other girl's last name? Was a squib?
I think
Mhm.
Linda, June.
Linda-
Squib.
Linda-
Yeah,
old
yeah.
lady.
It's the other lady.
And it was June.
right?
Yeah,
That's
squib.
the old,
So, but
the old lady or
Yeah, it was
something.
the lady
Okay.
in the chair.
yeah, but I'm just from now on, I'm just calling Sasha Grey the squib for some reason.
Okay.
Just because I find it
I was getting
entertaining.
confused. I'm caught up now. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have much of a note for this because when we watched it and reviewed it, we had just come back from honoring Jimmy Buffett with some margaritas. So I can't really read my notes, but the first time I watched this movie, I remember liking it, and the second time it moved pretty quickly, but it's still pretty basic. But I liked the torture. That's one of my favorite things about horror movies. I think that's pretty fun.
Damn.
So I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Prequel to Pitch Perfect. I mean, I guess it's probably a sequel, actually. Sequel to Pitch Perfect.
Bulletproof, nothing to lose.
Jake,
that was Britney Stillness on that, right? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Jake, what are you giving this film?
This movie for me was I thought it was gonna be something a lot different, but I ended up liking it quite a bit. It was tonally confusing throughout, to say the least. But it kind of like settled in to whatever like I I started to assume something, it kind of took off in that direction anyway. So it was kind of easy to follow tonally once you got the feel for something, and it ended up being like I rated Funny Games really high. Like I wanted to give this movie a lower rating, but I kept thinking, I'm like, this movie makes me think about horror movies in the same way that a movie like Funny Games or even what's the one, Ready or Not did. It makes me think of horror in a certain way that I'm like, it almost does equal to those movies, which I both ranked really high. So I think in the end, I ended up giving it a 7.2.
Nice.
Oh
Nice.
wow.
And I didn't even think of anything for, I don't know, tortures at a table, a dinner party.
T's at a T, bro.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Ryan, what are you giving the spook factor?
Non-factor.
Okay.
You're not
That's
scared
fair.
of some of the things that happen in this?
The idea of this wouldn't scare you at all?
Would you do this to make money?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I think I could win.
Okay.
Okay.
You would.
We'll get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now every time we talk about whatever thing goes on in this movie, you have to do it as you are talking about it.
Yeah.
As
I've
we're going
shocked
to
myself
watch
so
it.
many times.
Yeah.
I just put on dog collars just for the hell of it sometimes. Just because I want to feel something.
I feel alive.
All right. Spoiler
right.
music.
Let's get into spoilers.
This sick ass spoiler music.
Play the spoiler music.
Ron, you spoiled everything!
It's time for spoilers, so leave unless you want us to be plot point foilers. Our spicy takes will make you feel like you're in a boiler. Da 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 spoilers. Spoilers. Hey everyone, Ryan here, and I'm here to tell you about Us, Horophobia, the spooky movie review podcast. Now, we love doing this show for you guys weekly, absolutely free of charge, but if there's something you want to do to support us, there's many ways you can do that. One of those ways would be to tell a friend, because word of mouth travels faster than you think. Another huge way would be to leave a review on our podcast on either Spotify or Apple or wherever you listen to your podcast. That helps because it really will boost us up the algorithm and allow us to be more visible, so more people like you who enjoy the podcast will be able to find us. And we also have our Patreon at patreon.com/horrorphobia. There you will find all of our tiers and the benefits you will get for subscribing to them. And then we have our socials, Twitter at Horrorphobia Pod, Instagram at Horrorphobia Podcast, and our Facebook is Horrorphobia, a spooky movie review podcast. So thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the show.
Spoilers.
Da 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 da.
So why I selected this film, first time I watched it, I had a good time. I don't remember exactly what was surrounding it. I just remember Ian was at my apartment.
Mhm.
I remember
Jimmy Buffett was still alive.
Yeah.
I feel like we were
Right.
All's good in the world.
I feel like we were killing time before we went to go do something. And I
Yeah,
think
I
we
don't-
watched it in like the after. I don't remember watching it in the evening. I feel like this was like a afternoon before we did something
Yeah.
kind of movie. And I remember having a good time. And
Sure.
I still had a good time, but it's definitely watching it after a pitcher of margaritas
Yeah.
made me realize that it was pretty mid.
Yeah, and this movie has much less of an effect the second time too. Like,
Yeah.
it's I don't know. There was no suspense really. You knew what was going to happen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
at least to me. But I do remember enjoying it the first time, so I was excited to watch it.
Yeah.
Um,
I still feel like it moves along pretty nicely.
mm.
But
Yeah.
that's crazy.
I don't know, and especially the main dude that runs the party. He's so corny, but he plays such a good twat. Like,
Oh yeah,
The
I liked him a lot.
his acting, like as far as his facial features go, are so good.
yeah,
Mm.
It was over
Jeffrey
the top, but it was
Combs.
so good.
Jeffrey Combs.
Yeah,
I've seen him in other stuff. I don't know why, but
I've seen.
he was in a
Sasha
porn
Grey.
with Sasha Grey.
no
Oh,
way.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I've seen Sasha Grey in a few documentaries.
Yeah, she had a little run in 2009 with a bunch of porno parodies. There was a Seinfeld parody, and then there was one called "This Ain't Star Trek XXX."
Was she Elaine? She had to be Elaine.
I don't know.
She must be.
Yeah, it could.
That's the Seinfeld parody.
I want to know who her agent is
Yeah,
or
she all
was
over the
back
place.
then,
It
because
was like CAA or one of the big ones.
they got her work.
She was on Entourage.
Yeah, I know. I was
Yeah, big
mentioning
part on
that
Entourage.
she did a few, like, this is, I think, like during like the height of a streak where she was on like a bunch of show like HBO or Stars or like different shows, like series would have her on. But I think this was, and I think there were as a run of movies too, including this one, but
Yeah,
I can't remember them. But I remember she was crossing over. She was breaking through into the acting world.
yeah.
I mean, I for all I know, she still is.
Yeah, did she go back to adult work after this?
I don't
Or was
know.
this her trying to escape it, you know?
I think she just does other stuff now. It's fascinating. Should check in.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
have looked that up, I guess. The,
Sasha Grey, I hope you're thriving.
Like- yeah, you're doing well. Hope you're happy. Recovered from drowning.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say all them dicks.
Oh yeah, I thought we were going.
Never recovered. No, she probably doesn't care about that anymore.
Jeffrey Combs has had a career.
What else has he been in?
Just a list of his filmography is like starts in 1981, and it is like every year it's just scrolling. Television, same thing. Video games, Star Trek video games.
He does have a good
Batmans,
voice.
Legos,
Mm-hmm.
Injustices. Yeah, I'm sure he's in like a lot of comic based stuff and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A great
Cool mustache.
It's very
Yeah.
fun.
Oh.
play so large.
folk.
Oh, you guys have the same taste of mustaches.
A lot of horror stuff too.
Horror stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
Horse.
of horror stuff. Reanimator.
All right, let's play a game.
Yeah, this is a game jam.
I
The
did.
game
Would you rather?
Keep
I
our
couldn't
friends
find
alive.
anything. I couldn't find anything for box office and budget because this was an IFC thing. So
What's IFC?
independent film channel.
Oh,
It was like I don't know. It's like indie films that didn't go to theaters usually would be
Okay.
streamed on there. So yeah, this wasn't really a big movie. So I'm assuming the budget was pretty low.
He played the Rat King in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
oh my goodness! Wait, this new one?
You know where my
No,
rose
no,
is
no, no.
going.
So who was he in Spy Kids?
He looks like he could have been in Spy Kids, honestly.
Oh yeah, dude.
All right, that's enough Jeffrey Combs.
He was one of the Thumb Thumbs.
It's the madman. Help us, save us.
That would be a great drop.
All right, we'll get it.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids. That's what
Did we
it-
get into critical reception yet or no?
No, not yet. As of right now, Rotten Tomatoes is 59%. IMDb is 5.7% or out of 10, and then Google's giving me 2.3 out of 5 for Rate Your Music. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm
For
gonna
Write Your Music?
Rate Your Music. I don't know what it is. I'll look it up and then I'll
Maybe
come
that's a different movie.
back.
That's pitch
Oh.
perfect.
I'm
You
looking
looked
at
up Pitch Perfect, dude.
I'm looking at the Pitch Perfect soundtrack. I'm so sorry.
I got
Um,
my ticket for the long
can do the cup. I lost the cup. I don't know how to do the cup song
I
anymore.
used to know
I
how
used
to do
be
the
able to.
cup, and I didn't want to. It was just like a
You
thing
had
that
to do
everyone
it
was
to
doing.
get bitches,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at me, I watched Pitch Perfect. Suck my dick. Oh, speaking of
Um,
sucking dick. Oh, you got one more thing to say over there?
nope, nothing more. Let's.
Is there a funny Google review?
No, I couldn't find one. There's just
Oh.
a lot of people that really thought the movie was boring and didn't move along and was not.
Mm.
Uh,
I didn't see. I didn't hate it. I was just kind of like,
I think it's just very mediocre, but it's,
yeah, it's just
I
so. I don't know.
I enjoy
I
watching
can't.
movies that make you squirm, and
Yeah.
it had a few scenes.
Oh
that-
yeah, and it did
for
that.
sure.
But we'll get into it. But there's parts that made me squirm more earlier in the film before they even got to the games and shit. So
Yeah.
like, anyway, so let's get into this plot. So Iris, played by Brittany Snow, is a young woman who is desperately trying to find a way to afford her brother. Is that Raleigh? I think.
Would you say
It's
that she
weird.
would give up the world to
Raleigh.
save him?
Yeah. Wait. Wait. What?
Is that another Pitch Perfect reference?
Oh, it's Iris from the Google Dolls.
Oh my god. Bravo. Good.
Thank
That's I mean, it's
It took me a second.
even when you connected the dots for me, I still was like, that's pretty good.
Wow.
Anyways, this
Thank
Raleigh
you for
guy
laughing.
has leukemia. And she needs to afford his treatment. Their oncologist, is that a thing? I don't know.
Cancer
so many words.
doctor?
Is that what that is? I'm
Yep.
so
Mhm.
not worldly. I just don't
Well, you
know
just-
things about the world.
You don't
It's
have
all right.
cancer. That's good. That's good to hear.
But Dr. Barden introduces Irish to Shepard Lambrick, a wealthy philanthropist. That one I know how to say. I just stumbled over that word, so don't make fun of me.
Does he just have him in his Rolodex for people who don't know how to pay for his treatment?
Yeah.
Here, sell your body and
Oh, you're broke as
this
shit?
guy.
I
Yeah.
got you.
Don't worry about
here,
it.
go play a
Meet
game.
Shep.
Can you shoot a gun?
So this Shepard Lambrick offers her a deal. If she wins a dangerous game at a dinner party hosted by Shepard, he will pay for Raleigh's treatment and use his foundation's influence to find a bone marrow donor. This scene is fun. I love how he was just like eating pistachios and just throwing the nuts on the couch. Like, dude,
Like
clearly
a
just
Texas
didn't,
Roadhouse.
yeah, like he clearly didn't give a fuck. Like,
Spitting.
Well, in his
spitting,
defense, he says he pays for everything for that person for the rest of their life, so they never have to worry about anything. So it's probably his couch. So he's like, fuck my couch, you know?
Fuck,
Yeah,
fuck
'cause-
spitting
my couch.
sunflower seeds in his face when he's talking to him. He's like, dude, I own you.
Yeah.
Dr. Barden had played the game himself and won because he had lost everything. He lost his wife. He almost lost his practice. And this Lambert guy comes in and offers him this chance, and he won and saved his entire life. So she it's not written here in the plot, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's like she's the interview scene. First of all, I want to talk about job interviews and about how much I hate them.
Mm.
I hate because I hate the questions that literally mean nothing, that are just trying to like make you like. There have been cases where people have been asked like, if you were a kitchen utensil, what would you be? You know what I mean?
That's like a medical school interview question. Isn't that crazy?
Well, is it?
Yeah.
That's
least-
freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. But like,
And,
what
like,
would you be if you were a kitchen utensil?
A fucking knife so I could kill myself. Like, fuck this interview. I hate this shit. Like, I hate Jake. You interview people
Yeah.
for your job. How do you conduct an interview? let's say I sit down across from you, whatever. Hi, I'm Ryan. Nice to meet you. How do you start it out?
I go over the resume. And I ask them questions about why it is the way it is, like why they left the job and shit like that. I don't know. Like I don't ask questions about uh their life unless it pertains to work. I don't know.
Hmm. And I and like the biggest thing though that bothers me is like, so in the movie when he's talking to her and she's trying to get a waitress job and he's like, oh, like I don't see much restaurant experience in here. And she was just like, oh, well, okay, you're trying to be a fucking waitress. First of all, how do you get waitress experience other than being a fucking waitress? Someone has to hire you with no experience.
Yeah, I mean that's any job, and they don't do that.
Yeah, so you
It's
have
hard.
to have experience to get it, but if you don't get the job, then you're not going to get experience. It's a fucked system.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, this is a rant I'm
But
going on.
also restaurants like yeah, like we were saying before we started recording, like hire her as a host, like or just
Yeah,
scrub the floors. It's so weird
regardless.
for her not to have gotten the job right off the bat too. Like,
hmm
didn't she pretty much know when she left that she wasn't gonna get the job?
No, I think she thought she might still get it. Like
Oh,
because
okay.
he had said that like we'll let you know by the end of the day. And she was banking on it because she's already working a couple jobs. She needed another one. And all she's trying to do is just pay these medical bills.
Yeah.
And then she finds out she doesn't get the job.
Oh, nuts.
And that's when she decides, yes, I am going to go play this game.
Yeah.
That was kind of like
If she would have
fuck.
interviewed at Margaritaville, they would have given her the job.
Probably.
Jimmy Buffett.
Funny
would-
story, real quick. I'll make it quick about a job interview. I went to. Got an interview to be a service writer at a dealership, and when I went in there for the interview, the guy talked to me for an hour about anything but the job. We were just shooting the shit. He was like, oh yeah, I'm taking the kids up camping or whatever, all this shit. And I left the interview and my parents were like, how'd it go? I'm like, I don't know, but I think I just made a friend. And I
Yeah.
didn't get the job because he clearly wasn't interested in me working there. He
That's
did the
weird.
interview as a favor to my dad,
Oh,
but he wasn't interested in hiring me.
so
So he
talked
just
to you.
talked to me for an hour.
Why keep you there for that long? Like, make it weird and then go home.
Because
Like,
we got along.
Yeah.
We were shooting the shit. He's like, oh, you like kayaking? I'm like, yeah, everybody likes fucking kayaking.
Yes.
yeah. I mean, at least he didn't ask you one time that you had to make a decision that was best for the company or something. Stupid
Yeah,
like
and I
that.
hate like, what's your
Way
biggest
worse.
weakness in shit? Like I hate those questions.
Oh, I'm
like, I
good
don't
at
fucking
that.
know.
Not having any weaknesses.
I have no
Yeah, that's what I
weaknesses.
mean. I don't know what to say. What's your biggest weakness? I don't know. I'm kind of a shithead sometimes. Like what?
Not,
like
ha-
I what
not,
am
not having any weaknesses.
Sometimes I
That's-
just get way too into my job and I work too hard.
Sometimes I'm just
too
too
hard of a
strong
worker.
and I break people's arms and I don't mean to.
I care too much.
I'd say my biggest
I try
weakness
too
is
hard.
lactose. That's it.
You just say cake.
Cake.
They're like, guys, sweets just get me. I'm
My
like,
morning erections
just
are
the
so
wet.
painful.
I'd respect it if I was interviewing someone and they said that. I'd be like, this is fucking awesome. But anyway, so she does go to this dinner party, right? And she says at the dinner party, Iris meets the other contestants. Julian, Shepard's son. Wait, this is worded weird because Julian's not one of the contestants.
He's like Jake Paul
He-
or whatever it is.
he's-
now.
Kind of. He's kind of like.
He's there, just like observing.
I think his contest is like, look, don't touch, and he.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe I don't know. See, that was an unclear part too. Like why he
I
was,
know.
I don't know.
I know.
Whatever. But anyway, so yeah, Julian Shepard's son is there. Then there's Lucas, which is just kind of like a dude. Travis, who's a war veteran. Linda, a paralyzed elderly woman. Peter, a gambling addict, and Amy Conway, an alcoholic debtor.
Porn star.
And Cal, and Oh, I already said Cal.
That's worded so bad.
Yes, whoever wrote this shit is fucked up.
Amy, who's Conway, who is an alcoholic debtor, and
Uh,
Cal.
and
It's
Cal,
like
yeah.
the worst use of semicolons
Oh,
and
dude,
run-on.
if you could see what's
That's a nightmare.
yeah, it's a nightmare. So I'm just gonna read the individual names real quick. We have Lucas, Travis, Linda, Peter, Amy, Conway, and Cal. Those are the others besides Iris. Jesus Christ, whoever this is fucked. Anyways, Shepard tries to test her principles by offering money or compromising choices. Iris reluctantly accepts $10,000 to eat meat despite being a vegetarian, and Conway accepts 50 grand to drink a decanter of scotch as a recovering alcoholic. This is the part that made me squirm more than anything else. Like the vegetarian thing, which I was just like, oh, that's fucked up. But I will say the actor who played Conway did a great job at that scene of like him breaking down after, you know, what did he say? He was clean for like 13 years or something.
Mhm.
There's a long ass time.
Yeah.
And the, Shepard Lambrick is trying to make a point that everybody has a price no matter what, which I believe he's correct. And he was like, at first he offers 10 grand. And like, he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to drink that or whatever. And then he offers 50 grand to, instead of just drink the glass of wine, to drink the entire fucking bottle of scotch, which it looked like scotch might have been his drink of choice when he was an alcoholic. There might have been some research that was done on these people beforehand, is what it kind of seemed like. And Conway breaking down, like tearing up, and then like almost like not sarcastically, but he drinks it and smiles with like a fuck you. Like I'm gonna do this for the 50 grand, but I'm not happy about it. This is the part that, like, I mean, I was just like, oof, like watching this. Like, this was the most horrifying part to me. I don't know if do you guys agree? Do you think that was Conway did a good job? Or
Yeah, it was really well done and
Yeah.
well acted for sure.
I think it's the actor's name is John Hurd, and it's the dad from Home Alone.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, that's why he looked familiar.
That's funny.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Kevin.
And I thought
Couldn't-
that was good.
I couldn't drink that much scotch, so I'd also cry.
I could give it.
Yeah. I love that as the night goes on. He's just he's slowly, like, you can see he's like kind of nodding off after drinking,
Hmm.
because this tolerance is probably super fucking low.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But once dinner is over, Shepard reveals that the game is a deadly version of Would You Rather. The contestants must make difficult choices, and the last person standing will win. Conway tries to leave, but is shot dead by Shepard, demonstrating the seriousness of the game. The first round involves an electric shock machine, and no one is eliminated. The shocking, I think I could handle it. I like being shocked doesn't bother me that much, and I know this would be a much higher voltage than what I've ever experienced.
Probably to like a tone of like 10 times the amount you've ever experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It might cure some things for me, honestly. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But basically, they're given a remote, and two contestants have this harness on their head that's attached to this like rigged up car batteries and shit, and they're saying
It's like an electroshock therapy setup.
yeah, and they're like, this one button's for you to shock yourself, or would you rather shock the other person? I would have shocked myself.
Yeah.
Like, I made that choice immediately when I was watching it. What would you
Yeah.
guys have done?
I'd have shocked myself. But the way it put what's his name out for a long period of time, it might have killed me, but I'd probably still do it.
He took 2 in a row though.
But I
Like,
mean,
I
that's
think-
how it would go. Well, I guess someone would
No,
have to give it to you, and then you take it for yourself.
I think if everyone just did themselves, then no one would feel bad,
Yeah, that's true.
and everyone would all just take one. It's like Saw rules. Like, wasn't there like that one? I don't know which I've never seen it. I just heard about it, like the Saw, where it's like if they had all just worked together, it would have been fine.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just not. It's
Yeah, but the old lady wouldn't have taken
not
it.
human nature.
Oh, she did. Oh, but well, that's the thing, is because that's the fucked up part, is that like I wouldn't trust anybody else. Like, I know I would have shot myself, because I don't think that even if I got shocked more than once, I think I would be fine. There are certain ones though where I'll be like, I can't
Someone's
take this
gonna have
more
to-
than once.
Yeah, someone's
don't
gonna have
trust
to carry
you.
my weight.
Yeah, and I don't trust you not to give me two
Yeah.
of anything else. You know what I mean? Like the shocking, I'd be fine with two, but like obviously it would suck. I mean, I'm not trying to make light of being electrocuted. Like it would obviously suck. I'm just saying like that. And there's a reason why they started it out with that one, because it was like kind of the most mild one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you gave us a rousing speech around the table, I'd choose to ride the lightning for myself.
Ride the
you know?
lightning.
I'd be like, you know what? Let's all take our own shocks.
Yeah.
Mhm. But but the thing is, Amy wasn't going to be on board,
Oh, no way.
and obviously Linda wasn't going to be on board.
Yeah.
Linda just wanted to go home. I'd
Why
like to
is Linda
leave
even
now.
there? Yeah.
Totally.
Uh,
I'm like,
yeah. So I don't know. Ian, what about you? What would you do?
I'd shock myself.
Dude's just waiting for the game.
No.
So we just have to ask a would you rather question with everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I'm putting mini games in the review.
Yeah.
It's like Mario Party mini games, dude,
You
which
guys-
was the best part.
You're gonna be sick of would you rather by the time we get to the game, which is also would you
I'm
rather.
sick of would you rather fucking now. So, tensions rise, particularly
tensions
between-
rise.
Are you reading along, Jake?
Yes.
Are you on the Rick?
Yeah.
That's where you got that's why you knew that the colon and shit was there. I wondered how you knew that.
Yep.
Just by the way you were speaking, he could hear the
Tensions
colons.
rise.
Tensions rise, particularly between Travis and Julian as the second round begins. I'm like nervous with you looking at what I'm reading.
You guys should popcorn read.
I don't like it.
I'll
feel-
stop. But it was just so funny that like right as there was a lull, like it would be like, I'm sick of this movie. It was like tensions rise. The second round begins. It's like we're playing the game with Wikipedia.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry I pointed that out. You should have just like whispered what he was about to say, and it would have slowly just started to freak Ryan out more.
I know, like Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Start reading the book.
You start reading the Wikipedia for fucking would you rather. What a lame thing for a demon to do.
It's what a waste.
Just
Wonder
float.
you're a fucking demon. Yeah. Stupid.
Tensions rise.
I'm not reading along anymore.
No, you're fine.
Pressure's off.
Travis and Julian. There was a Julian was like kind of walking around talking to the contestants in between the first and second round and like calling everybody a pig and shit and like, you know, being a real dick. And Travis kind of got in his face about it and he was like, that was a mistake. And so the next round is each player must choose to stab the person next to them with an ice pick or whip Travis with. Hey, Jake, pull that up again and tell me how to pronounce that word.
What was it?
The stick, the whipping
The
stick.
the shit
Oh.
jambok
Full of jam.
Jumbo.
Jam-
Shambok.
shambok shit. SJAMBOK. Didn't they just call it like a whipping stick?
An African whipping stick.
An African whipping stick.
It doesn't really tell you how to. I think it's jambok.
Maybe. I don't know, but like This is one of those things that I feel like I would look at that and
They
think it
should-
was like way easier than it actually was.
The choice
Yeah.
or saying the word.
Not or getting it done. Like I feel like if
I think it's
Jambach?
Jambach.
Jambach maybe that
Jambach.
sounds right.
On the Wikipedia, they compare the size of it to a dollar bill, and it just looks so funny.
What?
It's
Yeah.
just a dollar bill on
There's
the
a dollar
floor,
bill.
like a carpet with a stick.
It's like the
Like,
rule of
this is-
thumb.
Like
Like
the
how
rule
thick
of
it is?
dollar.
Yeah,
I-
it was like you'd think they'd use something other than a U.S. dollar. It looks like a $2 bill almost.
I think so. What I'm saying is that like I feel like I would look at that and I would just be like, oh, I can take the whips, like no big deal, or whatever. Like it's gonna suck, like it's gonna sting, it's gonna hurt, whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
I'm wondering if when Travis was whipped by it, it was like gashing open his skin,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Through
I'm
the
wondering
passion of
if
the
that's
Christ.
what it's meant to do. Like, does it hit your back in such a way that it causes the skin to separate?
I mean, that's
You know,
kind
like
of
it
what
splits
whips
it open.
do when they're really thick and you use them in that way. I feel
Yeah.
like.
But I always thought it was the frayed part, like with a whip, it's the fray that does that, like at the end.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious of like how it's made from an adult hippopotamus or rhinoceros hide.
And
Ooh.
Peter Hathaway Capstick sums it up, and he describes the Jambach as a short sword-like whip made of rhino pizzle leather,
Rhino piss.
leather that could lay a man open like a straight razor.
Ooh.
So Peter Hathaway Capstick, who is a American hunter and author from New Jersey. He seems less authoritative now.
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
Jersey.
Well-
Yeah.
Go Bills.
Whatever this guy, that's what he said about it. So yeah, it can lay a man
I don't
open like a
believe him.
straight razor.
Interesting.
take-
And
the
someone from
whip.
Jersey might know how to lay a man open like with a
Yeah.
straight razor.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
So
They
so
don't know
I
how to
don't know what to
score
believe.
touchdowns, though. Am I right?
mm,
Go Bills.
Go
oh, and
Bills.
and spoilers, but there's a firecracker. That guy from the Giants, he had a firecracker explode his hand.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What the
no.
fuck was his
Logan
name?
Paul Jr. the third.
Yeah, Pierce, yes.
Paul Pierce the
Paul
third.
Pierce the third.
The-
Or something.
Oh, no.
Logan
Samuel
Paul.
Logan Paul Pierce.
So
he was he was a lineman.
yeah, he didn't need his hand. He still was playing for a
I
while,
still
right?
think he plays with like 3 fingers.
Jason
Yeah.
See all the
Pierre-Paul.
fingers.
Jason
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah,
There was a Paul.
JPP.
Yeah.
close
Jason
enough.
RuPaul.
Jason RuPaul, the junior, the third.
The would you rather will be Jason, like RuPaul, but with a Jason mask. And it'll just be like cutting their eyelid open.
Mhm.
That's
That'll
our
be the
album
would-
art.
Yeah, that's good.
So Iris tries to give Travis just his little baby whips. And Shepard's like, nope, doesn't count. Gotta do it hard. And so she whips him 3 times. And it's like, it sucked, but it's like, okay. And then it's Lucas's turn. And then so he's like, okay, so now you stab Iris or whip Travis again. It's like fucked up. He's like, come on, man. Like, which I was like, oh fuck, dude. Like that was like the mind games there were a nice touch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of like trying to decide, it's like, damn, like you can't stab someone because there's an artery there, which like.
I feel like you could stab on the side of the thigh, right?
Yeah, I feel like I would just pick or like towards the knee. You know what I mean? Like kind of like the meat right above the kneecap.
Yeah.
Feel like that would probably be okay.
Yeah. I'd probably gamble on stabbing the knee.
Yeah.
I think you can
Oh, the
make it
knee.
look
Stabbing the
Or
knee.
like
No, not like the
it's
cap, but like right above
Just
it.
stabbing the leg, right? Upper leg.
Yeah.
What they said.
I don't know where the artery is. I'd probably
feel like-
getting it probably.
I was gonna say you're almost better going for the meat because
Yeah.
there's so much tissue there
Yeah, there's
that
a lot
it
of fat.
protects The femoral
Uh,
artery, even though it is big and you get a chance, it's like
Yeah.
I think the closer you get to the knee, it might be worse.
Because it's still
Yeah.
there. It's just like
Yeah,
condensed.
you just have less tissue. It's just like a
Mm.
junction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
think the
I'm
femoral artery is like in the inner thigh almost. So if you were to
Mm.
go like on the outer
Outer
meaty
thigh.
part, probably
Okay.
would have been better.
mhm.
Yeah,
Thank
right where
you.
your quadricep is like the biggest.
Well, that's not what they did. Uh, so Peter, the gambler, stabs Linda, the old woman, because he's like, "Well, you can't feel it anyway, right?" Because they're like, "We can't keep whipping Travis. Like the dude's like, you can't take anymore or whatever." And she's like, "No." He's like, "Fuck you, I'm stabbing you." And he stabs her, and she doesn't feel it, but then she just starts spewing blood out of her leg. And she's like, "What happened?" And he's like, "Oh fuck!" And then he's like he's trying to do the fucking tourniquet or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Does it go above or below?"
That's why they call her June Blood Squib.
That's it.
And Amy's a fucking bitch. And she's like, she has the choice of either whipping or stabbing Iris. She's like, "The point of this game is to eliminate people. Can I stab her anywhere?" She was so bad at acting.
Yeah.
Oh, like it was rough. It was really rough watching her. And like, you know what? So my initial thought when I was watching the movie, because I did not know that was Sasha Grey. I was like, I bet you she's a really nice person in real life because she's so bad at portraying a bitch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like she just doesn't seem natural. So I'm like, I bet she's a total sweetheart,
Which is probably true.
Yeah.
which is probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, she's a bad actress because she's not an actress. I
Yeah.
mean, she is, but like that's
She's
not
trying.
her.
How dare you?
Yes, she doesn't have the background that most actresses would have.
She has
Of,
the
Brit-
most.
of Brittany Snow.
Of
It's not- I
Britney
mean,
she
not that
wasn't
much
in
of a
Pitch
jump.
Perfect.
She's not Brittany Snow caliber.
She just
Is
yeah,
what you're
she just
saying.
was. I
Which
mean,
is
I'm just
true.
calling it as I see it. She wasn't a good actress, and I don't think anybody can really argue that.
Even with a shallow character, it was tough. All the screen time she had was like not ideal.
Just-
Exactly.
Yeah.
It needed to be
And-
over quicker.
So she goes up and stabs Iris like in the side. She's like, "Can I stab her anywhere?" And pokes her in the side. But
That scene was
I-
pretty good.
Yeah,
Like right there, just the stabbing. I'm like, oh, that was fun.
Mm.
Yeah.
She survives thanks to Lucas's intervention. God, Lucas was such a white bread character. Like he was the
Oh,
white
yeah,
knight.
Lucas.
Just the
Yeah.
fucking white knight with like
Taking care of
I'm
everybody.
I'm a good guy, and like I wanted him to be a dick. Like the character arc I wanted for him was for him to be like, I'm a team player, like we're all gonna like whatever, and then at the end just fuck everybody else over, and you know what I mean. Like that's what I wanted from him. I feel like that would have made him a much more interesting character,
Nah.
but that didn't happen.
Nope.
So Cal then whips Travis until he's incapacitated and removed from the game. I'm assuming he was still alive. I'm assuming they probably killed him when they brought him out. Amidst the chaos, Lucas creates a distraction, and everyone except Amy attempts to escape. Cal is shot and killed during the escape attempt. Then Julian goes after Iris and tries to rape her in the basement. It looked like, but is stabbed by her, and then so Dr. Barden, the scenes of him showing like it just kept cutting every once in a while to like different legs of the journey of the doctor like making his way to the mansion of just like it's like first it shows him like at home like looking at like pictures or something, and then he gets his gun, and the next scene is him driving, the next scene is him showing up, the next scene is him breaking in, and the next scene is him looking through the house. And it's,
Yeah, 3/4 of the movie was his plan.
It was kind of like The Shining, though, with Scat Man.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was
Yes.
you can't get away with
Savior
it in
slowly
2012.
arriving.
Not like
Yeah.
Kubrick could. It's like, dude, those scenes in this movie suck.
Yeah. They're like, we just want you to know this guy's showing up. They could have not had any of those scenes and had him show up
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and it would have been fine. You didn't
Yeah.
need those scenes.
And the movie would have been a half hour long. And you did.
If
Yeah.
it was on IFC, they could have got away with that.
Yeah, no, it probably would have been a better film for sure.
It felt like satire though, which was so weird because it wasn't, and it totally wasn't.
Yeah, no,
But in a way, it was.
Yeah.
I know, like that's that's why I said in my review, I was like, it's fun, but it's also so bad it's good, but then it's also very mid. It's just this weird little concoction of those three.
I
So
feel like it changes right in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
Dr. Barden, he's like pointing a gun at Julian, and like he's like, I made a mistake. Like, I'm gonna get you out here. And then he just gets shot. Like he's like giving this I had a change of heart speech, and then just gets domed by the butler Bevins. And Bevins. Iris is brought back to the game, and Shepard apologizes for his son's behavior. He walks up and just puts his hand on her shoulder after she just was like attempted raped, and like he's like, I'm so sorry. Like it is like, don't fucking touch me.
He puts money in her bra.
Yeah.
So sorry about this. Ew.
I'll give you $10,000 to keep quiet about this.
Yeah.
You have to admit,
That's the game.
you were flirting with him.
You were kind of asking for it, sweetheart. You kind of got to admit.
Don't know why you wore that to a dinner party.
You sounded like Trump there, Jake.
Trump.
Yeah.
I admitted.
You have to admit it. So the third round presents a choice between being submerged underwater for 2 minutes or picking a task from a card. This one's tough.
Yeah.
The way that he presents it is that it's like gambling. It's like your card could have something relatively harmless, which, by the way, none of them had anything relatively harmless.
Yeah.
Everything was bad. And
Yeah.
but I don't know if I could hold my breath underwater for 2 minutes, especially in an anxiety-filled situation.
I get winded walking up the stairs.
That's what I mean.
No,
Like,
my
I
breath.
don't know.
I could cut my eye.
Can I test how long I can hold my breath real quick? Do you
Sure.
guys care?
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I'm gonna cut this audio, but I'll have the number. I'm just gonna test this real quick.
Okay.
See what I can
Holy shit, 5 minutes and 8 seconds. I can't believe he just held his breath for that long. Holy
All right.
shit.
Oh my
Ready?
god.
That sounded like what's his name? From never mind. William Montgomery. Holy shit.
But you could just
5
cut that.
yeah.
You could just cut that
Holy
into whenever
shit.
you whenever you finish holding your
That's
breath.
the end. I'm gonna get. Do you want something from the
Wow,
kitchen?
12 minutes and 4 seconds.
Yeah, give me
This
something
guy's a
very quick.
machine.
We are sorry to announce that Ryan has passed away while he has been holding his breath. He held it too long. He's still holding
my-
his breath.
Is it still recording? Oh, guys, it's still
I was at
recording.
30. I was at 30, and I was like, "There's no way I'm making it to 2 minutes. No fucking way."
Gave up.
You mean
Yeah.
30 minutes and two,
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
32
broke the
minutes.
record. It's great. That, yeah, no fucking way. So I think I would have taken the card because I think I would have looked at that situation and been like, I cannot hold my breath for 2 minutes. I can't do it. Like
I think
that's
if you-
something. I wonder what the average person. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
I think you could survive it though. I mean, you wouldn't take on water. Like I think I can. I've done it tests in water, and you make it so you can't fail. Like you're like, I have to stay underwater, but it's like you get like a second wind almost. There's ways to push yourself deeper, but I wouldn't want to do it out of practice. But I
Average
think
person Sorry.
I think if
between
you
30
just
and
had
90.
like ketchup packets on you, you could fake the eye thing, like with the razor blade. Like I think you'd be like,
Like
Son of
on
a bitch.
I just brought these
oh,
ketchup packets for
Hot
extra
Fuzz.
seasoning.
yeah,
Uh,
red on you.
I could cut my eye.
thir- 30 to 90 seconds is average person can hold their breath
Well,
underwater.
but like when you're underwater, you like take in a big breath and then you can like slowly breathe out. You just can't breathe.
I
back
was
in.
doing that right here. Like
Oh.
while holding my breath, I was just slowly letting air out my nose.
Yeah.
And
Your lungs are going to be contracted because of the barrel. You might be able to sneak like breaths in though, like if you're like in a kind of an overpower mode, like you could be like kind of breathing in and getting like second that
Yeah.
way.
Just the
But you're also
panic.
expending energy doing that. So it's like I'd be freaked out. I'm like, can you just trust me? Can you just put the top on the barrel and we can do this like Harry Houdini style? That would make me more
Just trust me.
comfortable.
And then if there was anybody that could probably hold their breath for 2 minutes, it would have been Sasha Grey.
oh,
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure. Yeah.
But unfortunately, she got 4.
Mm.
What would you guys have done? Card or barrel?
Known or unknown?
Card.
Yeah, I'd take unknown.
Yeah.
Card.
Yeah.
I'm taking the devil I know.
Hold your
Barrel.
breath. I bet you could hold your breath for that one.
Let's time it.
I used to do it. I used to try more. I haven't done it in a while. But like usually if I go to a place where I can go into water, I like to try and force myself to do like
Yeah.
mind exercises.
You seem like you have like restraint, you know, you could just like restrain yourself
Yeah.
from breathing for that amount of
Just
time.
tell yourself I don't need to
I,
breathe.
f-
Yeah,
I
yeah.
freak out like 12 seconds in, they just shoot me in the gut. Shit.
Peter does this like gambling speech thing before he chooses,
Oh God, yeah.
where he's like, "You've probably done research on me, so you know that the gambler in me would tell me that I should take what you think that I know that you know, but I know that you think that I know that I would do that, but you think that I would do that, so I'm going to do this."
It was the
Princess Bride.
Princess Bride speech.
Oh yeah. Never going against a Sicilian when death is on the line. So he gets this card that's got like a firecracker on it, and he's just like, oh, he's like, you just have to light off a firecracker in your hand, and he's just like, oh, Jesus, that's it, okay. And they bring out like a quarter stick of dynamite, and he's just like, what the fuck? And they're trying to give him tips before he does it. They're like, let it go right before it goes off, whatever. And they're like, no, you can't do that. And then they duct tape the fucking thing to his hand, and it blows his fucking hand off. Very disappointed they didn't show much
Yeah.
of this. It showed blood spray, and they
Did he die?
Yeah, because
Oh.
he had a heart attack after it happened.
Oh.
Stupid.
Weak.
Stupid
Yeah.
art.
Stupid
I
gambling
don't
heart.
think I would mind this one.
Hand blown off?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
think I'd rather that than the eye.
Me too.
I could do the eye.
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, the eye thing was the one I had to look away because like I couldn't do that.
I tried to
Yeah.
help Jake put in goat contacts for Halloween, and
no.
he almost passed out. I had to give him a Coke.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
Can't handle it.
Squeamish about eyes.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
my eyes are too sensitive.
yeah, I could do
Fucks
it. I
me
can
up.
touch my eye all
I-
day.
I can do like eye wash and like I can pick stuff out of my eye, but not like great. I'm not great at it. Like I don't, for some reason, like I just have a mental block. But
But like,
yeah, cutting my eye would suck. But just attaching dynamite to my hand and blowing, it would hurt. It wouldn't feel great. But
Mhm.
it'd be like, well, this is just gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
gotta be fast.
And it's not like-
too, you know. The
Yeah,
explosion?
it's like instant. You get so much shock. I'm relying on those brain chemicals, and it's like brunt force, like explosion,
Yeah.
like explosive. Like I prefer that to like a laceration, like
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
cutting, or
And
like
That's really
I would
heat.
prefer the brunt force of something.
So there's cautery probably
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah,
Maybe. So it
Yep.
stops the bleeding.
I think all of us, if we got our hand blown off, would not have a heart attack. Like I think that dude
No.
just had a bitch heart.
I actually do feel like I'm at risk for a heart attack most days. I think that's because I drink too much.
He'll die in American.
Same.
not
Yeah, that's
Canadian.
right.
Lucas draws the slit your eyeball one, and his acting here was very good when they're like kind of coaxing him to do it, when they got the gun to the back of his head or whatever. He's like,
Yeah.
I can't do it, and like that whole scene was like, the tension was built well there. That was
Yeah.
one of the brighter
Mhm.
scenes of the movie.
Yeah. Just this thing where
But
you
he
cover your face for.
yeah, he does it. He slits his eyeball.
Mhm. The thing with the eye too, though, is
Ketchup.
like your whole body tells you no when you're going to do something like that. Like it fights that. But once you do it, you can't feel when you're actually doing it. Well, like your actual eye probably doesn't hurt that much.
Mm-mm.
You just have to.
No, I
get
don't think so
there.
either. Yep.
It probably
It'd be
hurts-
hard
know,
to.
man.
It'd probably be hard to tell you were actually doing it.
Yeah, but it would hurt healing. That would suck. And
Absolutely.
you wouldn't have an eye anymore. You just take
My eyes are lightning
Yeah.
rods for bugs to fly into, and that hurts like a bitch. So
That's more because
Okay.
of the. Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm wrong. I don't wear contacts, so I actually don't really know anything about this.
I've worn contacts before, and they just feel uncomfortable. But that's different. Like that's
Yeah.
a smooth surface over your eye.
Yeah,
That's not something like if any. The reason why like a bug in your eye hurts so bad is because like it's like your eyelid is pushing it into your eye, and it's like the worst
but
feeling.
is that the eyelid that's reacting, telling you that there's something in your eye?
Maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. I've never. I guess. Fuck. Give me a razor blade. I'll do that too. I'm just gonna,
No,
I'm just gonna do all these challenges.
do all of them.
Iris chooses the barrel and survives. There is a scene while she's under where her brother is like in the car, like describing some dream that they're like, let's have him talk to her about a dream that kind of has to do with being underwater. And like he's like, I had a dream that you were everyone was on a boat and you guys were you fell overboard and it sank and you're drowning and I couldn't get to you. And like it's just like okay. And that's what like gave her the strength to keep going. Like, I don't
That
know.
she drowned. Yeah.
Yeah. Jake, you are fading over there.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
That motherfucker's tired.
Nah, dude, I'm awake.
Uh
Now I'm thinking about the end though. How close are we to the last scene?
We're close.
That is
Amy
amazing.
gets Amy dies because she draws the barrel 4 card, which is just 4 minutes or whatever, and she gives up so quick and drowns.
That's what I would get if I drew a card not trying to go underwater. I would go underwater for longer. Like
And what I thought she was gonna do was pretend to drown,
yeah,
and then when they pull her out, and then she like reaches for their gun or something, and then she gets killed that way. But I thought that would have been much more exciting.
yeah,
Just drowned.
but nope, just
Yeah,
died.
she just drowned.
Just drowned.
In
Wait,
the final,
if I had 4 minutes on the clock, at that point I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna drown.
Yeah.
oh, I would have just
Anyway.
if I got that card, and if I didn't think about the pretend to drown part, I would have just as soon as I went under just started sucking water.
Right,
Just
like SpongeBob, it just drink it.
yeah.
all. Yeah.
Drink the barrel, dude. Sick.
I just drink the whole thing. They're like that.
What are you gonna do now?
You like grow.
Mm.
You turn into a blueberry. You're like,
I think you die from like hydro something.
Yeah.
Too much water.
yeah.
You can't drink more than like a gallon of
what's
water
that
in an hour.
I
called?
think it's like 3 liters. I think it's hydro.
It would be
something.
hyper.
Hyper.
Too much water.
The opposite of dehydration, rehydration.
Water
Nailed it.
intoxication.
Yeah,
Water
water intoxication. I think is what it is.
boring.
Oh, it is hypo. Well, you die from hyponatremia. Which is-
Hyponatremia.
That means
Yeah,
that
lack
you
of
don't have enough
nutrients.
sodium
Yeah.
in your body because you have too much
Oh,
water.
So if you just like ate a bunch of freaking like Funyuns beforehand, and then,
Evens
And-
out.
and
But then you drink distilled water and you just start floating.
All that cum in her stomach.
it's a lot of sodium,
You
dude.
never die. I don't know if that was too loud of a laugh for the mic.
So
No,
no
you're
head?
fine.
At elevation.
So she dies. In the final round, only Iris and Lucas remain. Iris is given the choice to kill Lucas and win the game or spare him, resulting in no reward for either of them. After hesitation, Iris shoots Lucas, winning the game. Shepard declares her the champion, providing her with a bag of money to cover Raleigh's treatment and more. He reveals that a bone marrow donor has already been found for her brother in Romania. Uh, I kind of expected this. Like as soon as they handed her the gun, you know, they handed her the gun, and he's like, you can walk away with nothing, or you can kill him. And Lucas is like, "Oh, we did it. We can get out of here." And like he can tell that she's like thinking about it. And he's like, "Look, I got sis." And it just like she just fucks him up. He dies.
Yep.
And then this was another one of those scenes that I felt like was done well, with like when they're all cheering for her and she's freaking out, like trying to get them to stop cheering. Like she's like having like a panic attack because like they're just like, yeah, good job, good show.
Yeah.
And like she's like crying and like spazzing out.
Yeah.
But the end, the end. Upon returning home, Iris discovers that Raleigh has committed suicide, feeling like a burden.
Yeah.
She realizes that the horrific acts she committed to win the money were all in vain. Well, you still have the money.
Yeah.
Overwhelmed with despair, Iris cries for the loss of her brother and the meaningless nature of her victory.
This is like the end of that one I think you should leave skit where he eats the receipt and
Oh.
and then,
That is
and then
one
he
pie, all of
says,
it.
and now I can't. Then he dies in the car. She just looks over.
Oh yeah, and the music that they had going,
Yeah.
like it was, oh
Now
shit.
look at you.
Now they're all coming to party in my house.
Your
I
wife
felt
kissed me on
so
the.
bad for that guy.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
I'll let you know
Was
your
that-
wife kissed me on the cheek when I came in. And now look at you.
Yeah, I hated the ending. Like, it was, I mean, like I laughed. I thought it was hilarious. Like she rolls him over and he's just like dead. Like eyes are open and he's just like, he told her he was gonna do it too. He's like, yeah, I got my pills. Did you notice that he committed suicide and died with a PSP in his hand?
Oh,
Like
what else are you gonna do while you wait for it to happen?
he played PSP before he died. That's the last thing he did.
Sick.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Trying to find that Metal Gear Solid game that they have for PSP.
Oh, he's like, just gotta kill one more terrorist.
Man,
Yeah,
that was Would You Rather.
that was Would You
Mhm.
Rather. And now, Would You Rather?
Here's Would You Rather. A game from the website called some dead air until I find it. The
Trademark
website
by
is
the Lambert
called
Foundation.
Everything Mom. What did you say, Jay?
I said trademark by the Lambert Foundation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Everything Mom is what it's called. But I actually think these are pretty fun. Some of them.
So it's all
Nice.
about our moms.
Yeah, it's
Damn
about your
it.
mom. That's pretty scary. It's pretty scary. Should everybody's just gonna answer like last time? Would you rather get kidnapped by a psychopath or abducted by aliens?
Abducted by aliens.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say aliens.
I guess that's another like
That's not necessarily
you don't know what's
nefarious.
gonna happen
Yeah.
card, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna maybe they'll give me cool powers or something.
How'd you phrase? What was the first one? Psychopath?
Kidnapped by a psychopath.
How old is the psychopath?
No. Kidnapped by a psychopath
Yeah.
or a group of psychopaths?
A psychopath.
A single psychopath.
Yeah.
That could be good too. You don't really know what kind of psychopathy a person has.
Yeah, they could just kidnap
True.
you and then lock themselves in a room, and then you
could
just never
fall
see
in
them
love
again.
with them.
Or you could
Aliens,
fall in
I
love
would
with
almost
them.
always like I'm gonna die.
I read many a book about Stockholm syndrome.
Either from their ignorance or I'm taking psychopaths.
Okay.
I feel like there's so many that could just be a normal Tuesday for me.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Kidnapped by
know
psychopaths.
the inner mechanisms of their brains.
don't.
Would you rather be the first person or the last one to turn into a zombie in a zombie apocalypse?
Oh fuck. I guess. Oh, the last one.
You want to be the last
yeah.
one?
No, no, I'm just thinking of like how what that implies.
What do you want to be, Ian?
Last one.
You want to be the last one?
Be lonely.
Lonely?
Bunker down.
Yeah, give me first.
Feel
Give
like
me.
the
I don't want to
toughest.
deal with that. I would be so scared all the time.
How did I get the
I
zombie?
feel like that'd
if
be
I'm
fun.
the first, how did I get the zombieism?
Yeah,
The
you're,
COVID
you're,
vaccination.
Yeah.
I don't take vaccination.
You kissed a bat. That's it.
Surprise. Shock.
Are you? What's the Last of Us? The bread? You ate some bread.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might take first.
I'm gonna go first. Yeah, just let me be patient zero. I feel like patient zero also like is always like the most badass one too. You know what I mean? Like that's the one that's like the
Well,
like,
that's the one who infected you and I, 1 and 2.
Yeah,
And
you'd
we,
be
like,
like
suck.
if it was also vampire rules, you'd be like the mother zombie. You'd be like
yeah,
the
dude.
one that just kept like growing. You know,
I
maybe
know.
like
Those
possibly.
big ugly
I'd have
ones.
extra powers. Oh, speaking of extra powers, did you guys know that there is a YouTube Red series called Impulse, which is a direct sequel to the Jumper film from 2008?
Whoa!
No way.
No.
Impulse?
Is it like a YouTube
series?
or like
It is a
TV show
series.
series?
Right.
Is it
3
good?
seasons in. I don't
Do
know.
they-
I had
do
just
they
learned
have
about it today.
Do they have a dedicated podcast?
Do people like it?
Because we should do it.
Let's do
I don't know. I haven't seen it. The trailer I saw for it looked pretty low budget, but
Vote for it on the wheel. 3 seasons, and we'll watch it in a
yeah,
week.
watch review all 3 seasons of Impulse. Everyone's got to get YouTube Red, which is like $85 a month.
Yeah, but then we'd have football, so.
I don't want to be around anymore.
Fuck Jumper.
This isn't. We're not talking about Jumper. We're talking about Impulse.
Yeah.
Impulse.
He said it's a direct sequel, you bastard.
It is, but it's not Jumper. Just saying. Just saying. I'm gonna watch it.
Are you?
But yeah, I'm going for a zombie for sure.
Did you answer? Jake?
Last zombie.
Last
I
zombie?
would like to see society crumble for at least for a little bit before I die.
I'd like to be the reason for it.
Mm.
In the reason.
I'd
Yeah.
like to be dead and have caused something terrible.
What if I was the first
That's-
zombie and instantly got taken out though, and I didn't get I got no one, and I just
You were the first and the last zombie.
yeah, like some redneck just blasts my head off, and it's over.
That's it.
Like,
You're a failed infected.
Not in my
You
town.
don't spread.
Try that in a
didn't
small
like-
town. No zombie.
oh shit!
Tried that
Nope.
in a small town.
I don't think. I mean, realistically, I'd probably be like the third person taken out all around. But I'd like to be the last person
Mm.
and just hide out somewhere. I can stay still for a really long time, so I could survive.
It's not underwater.
Not underwater.
Well,
Um,
if movies have taught us anything, it's that zombie apocalypses always start in a hospital.
Oh, that's true. I don't work in a hospital, so
Ah,
What you just like an office?
yeah, boring. But
Well,
no,
we need more office apocalypses.
yeah.
then. You know,
Well,
we should-
but it is
that's
dermatology.
an untapped market.
And we did brush up against like monkeypox and things like that, so it could have happened from like some sort of cyst or ulcer or something.
Hmm.
I did get cyst in my mouth the other day.
You listening, Hollywood? Make the
Yeah.
movie.
Yep, it's
This
there.
is gold.
Along the lines of food or things getting in your mouth. Would you rather?
Squib?
Would you rather never have a PB&J again or never have a grilled cheese again? This one's my
PB&J.
question.
Bye bye
Oh.
PBJ.
That's fast.
Yeah, probably.
I
Really?
can't like a good grilled cheese will will trump a good PB&J every time.
I do agree with
Jake
that, I
doesn't
think.
agree with that.
No.
You can't.
Jake's a
PB&J.
BB and J guy.
Can't pack
I do love PB&J.
a grilled
I
cheese.
if you just took how many PBJs I've had in my life versus how many grilled cheese, it would just eclipse it. I just love PBJs.
Mm.
I don't.
They're great with a glass of milk.
Yeah,
It's
I
one
mean,
of the few sweet foods I really love.
just so messy, sticky.
Yeah, I just dude,
And, like,
a good
You're
grilled
just not
cheese,
making
a
them
good
correctly.
one.
Grilled cheese is
Of
messy.
course, Ian doesn't make it right. Have you seen him? He puts peanut butter on both sides of bread. He's a fucking
Wait,
Yeah.
psycho.
what?
Well, maybe you
And
try
then
to
you
do
put
it correctly.
hold on. We need to back up here. You
Yeah,
put
so
peanut
both-
butter.
Yeah, so
Explain to
both
me how you
bread,
make this.
both bread slices don't get soggy from the jelly.
Agreed.
I
The
don't
jelly-
understand.
Well, you gotta eat it right away.
Totally agreed.
But what if you don't? What if you
I,
like take
I
it to work?
used to watch. No, I
Or-
used to watch you assemble them right before you ate them during lunch at work. And you did
Oh,
it-
yeah, that's
and you
right.
did it
I forgot
like
about
that,
that.
and I was like, "You're blowing my mind right now." And you're like,
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
man.
I like peanut butter a lot too, so I guess that also has
It
something
would
to
take
do
How
with
did
less
you-
I
stickiness,
agree.
though.
It's just a better shield. It's a better sealed sandwich.
I also don't like soggy bread either. So like
No.
if you wait too long to like eat it, it gets I don't know.
I mean,
seal it with the butter.
When I make a regular sandwich, I try to put like lettuce on each side of the bread so that like the tomato juice doesn't get on the bread.
yeah,
Absolutely.
same
To protect
concept
the
for
bread.
me.
Yeah.
it makes
Protect the
sense
bread.
when it's preemptive. It just didn't make sense when I saw him do it.
Yeah,
During
no,
lunch.
I
But
could see that.
That's
I
just
mean,
saving
that's
peanut
just
butter?
Yeah.
how he's used to making the PBJs. You know.
That's just how it is.
Do you have
Is
like
there-
the jelly squirter thing? Like, is it like the one that you can just kind of like lay it out in a layer with the bottle?
What?
knife
A
and jar,
knife?
jar.
Is that
knife and
what?
jar.
No.
Or
Like,
spoon.
so they make like the jelly containers that are like a plastic squeeze
Like-
bottle
Yeah,
Like ketchup.
I know of them.
that
I
have
just
like a
don't use
slit.
them.
We're just
Yeah,
not
yeah,
slit for the
rich
opening.
enough to.
I'm not
Yeah,
a
those-
toddler.
Yeah,
It
those,
is
that's
Smucker's brand, so
that's the goat bottle of.
They only sell
jelly,
it in
for sure.
strawberry and grape,
Sure.
and those are gross flavors. So
Yeah, you can't get triple berry.
I'm a
You
preserves
can't get
boy.
apple butter.
yeah.
Absolutely.
I need preserves.
Yeah, I want a jar.
I want
a jar of.
seeds
And
in my
it-
mouth.
I want a
Yeah,
lemon
yeah.
curd.
And then it's less wet, you know, the
Yeah.
preserves.
Yeah.
So Ian,
I-
your jelly containers have a lot of peanut butter in them. Then,
No, I just
if you're spreading
just-
jelly on peanut butter and then going back in for more,
No, so I'll usually have like 2 utensils,
Yep.
and then I'll put enough jelly on one slice of bread,
Yep.
and just
Smear them.
you smear it.
Yep.
Yeah,
You just get a
doesn't go
dollop.
back in for more.
Yeah.
Instead of a spread, you're going for more of a dollop.
Yeah, I would never double dip my peanut butter and my jelly. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Brian,
Yeah,
or
you,
problem.
you learn the consistency of a proper dollop.
Ian actually has a dropper, and he just sucks up one drop of jelly, and he just drop it on the sandwich
Places
between
it.
the 2 slices of
Wow.
peanut butter.
what
Turkey
you
baster.
do is you close you close your eyes and you drop it somewhere random on the sandwich. And then when you're eating it, it's a nice surprise wherever it is when you bite into it.
With a drop
Yeah.
of jelly.
Just
In.
there's
One
my
scoop
jelly
in the
bomb.
middle.
Yeah, that's good. Where's my jelly?
Oh, I hid that for myself. Nice treat.
And you finally get that bite, you're like, I deserve that.
Oh, yeah. It's like a jelly filled donut.
Thank you, past me. Thank you for the treat. We're off the rails.
All right.
I forgot you roasted me for that a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
Comes back on the pod.
I don't think I've had like a peanut butter jelly since.
Oh man.
Wow.
You hurt me. So
I
bad.
just
I
ruined
had to
your
stop.
self-esteem
ruined-
as far as your
yeah.
PBJ making. Damn. I'm sorry.
I just tried to air fry a grilled cheese.
Ooh.
Oh,
the other day.
Oh, that
How'd
was
that
good
go?
actually.
It was okay. The bread it took longer, but the bread like held more of like a fluffiness. Like a
Yeah, it was
thickness to
almost like a light sponge cake.
Yeah.
You know what's
texture
you know what's dope in an air fryer is an air fried uncrustable.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Oh,
Yeah, those
does sound
PBJ.
good.
They have those
That's
PBJ
real good.
uncrustables.
Yeah.
Throw that in the air
Mhm.
fryer. Fuck yourself.
I
You
like
ever
the honey,
had-
the honey and peanut butter one.
You ever had a grilled cheese with garlic bread?
oh
Mhm.
yeah, yep.
That
I like grilled
is
cheese.
bomb.
I usually I make a special grilled cheese, but I only have it like once a year. I have PBJs all
I
the
do
time.
like your grilled cheese.
You
but
got to up
it's
those numbers, buddy. That's your problem.
No, that's too much grilled cheese. I'm not a big grilled
So
cheese
good
fan.
with
Grow
tomato
up.
soup.
Yeah, man.
Too
Yeah,
much-
I don't even like tomato soup, and it's a sandwich that's so good it will make me like tomato soup.
I love tomato soup.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
where we're at.
I
too
hate
much
tomato soup.
after
Chug it.
church.
I'll make
that
it for
was our-
Katie, and I'll
Straight up
yeah,
nugget.
I'll make it for Katie, and I'll dip my my grilled cheese in her
Just
soup.
take one tip.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's like it ceases being soup. It's a dip at that point.
yeah. The sandwich is so good.
Yeah. Just holds the.
Oh god.
I'm a PBJ boy.
right.
I am too. I mean, I'm having a hard time getting rid of grilled cheese, but I think I would take the versatility of the PB&J, the cold,
Yeah.
like just I'm gonna pack this for lunch. I would never
Protein.
pack like a grilled cheese.
Like what
Yeah.
what nutritional value does the cheese give you? It just makes you constipated.
Yeah, it's
Cheese
just
is
plastic.
protein.
Cheese flavored.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
If you're bitch toast intolerant, sure, but I can handle that shit all day.
I mean, I think we can all agree we love grilled cheese. I mean,
Yeah.
Jake is the
Yeah.
exception because he only has one a year, and that's like a freak move.
Yeah.
I mean, how often, Emily? How often do you think you have a grilled cheese?
But you and I eat the same meals at the same
Yeah,
time.
you
Same,
guys
I
so
don't have grilled cheese.
It's
Why am
about.
I the freak?
No, and I'm pretty sure
Well,
I
you
might be
both
the
are.
cause of this because we had grilled cheese every Sunday. And so I'm not a big fan of it anymore. With chicken noodles too,
Oh,
which was a
You guys got
what
large
the fuck?
turn on.
That's a psycho move. Right
It's a
there.
cheaper
that's
move,
fucking nuts.
but
you guys are both freaks.
yeah.
Tomato-
Chicken
Not have
noodle soup
soup.
is cheaper than tomato
Yeah, I was
soup.
thinking-
How?
It came in like the hard
It's the same
squares that
place.
you
One
put
of your
in the.
parents just hates tomato soup.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
just not have soup.
I guess. Yeah.
I think it was like L. Ron Hubbard who said like all you need like for soup is like ketchup packets and hot water.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what? You know what is a better soup that is similar is butternut squash soup.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, so good
With
and
grilled
good with
cheese.
grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Actually, we have a lot of grilled cheese
the
in the
move.
wintertime.
Or if
Yeah.
you have pumpkin
Mm-hmm.
pumpkin soup with a grilled
I think
cheese,
we
pretty
did,
good.
we did it with Zuppa Toscana. You know, like
Little
that
ginger.
Yeah.
creamy
Yeah.
hot Italian.
I wonder how many people have shut the podcast off right now.
Yeah.
Mucho.
Along the lines of a good
Little
home
basil.
cooked meal, would you rather drink a cup of blood or bite on a chunk of human flesh? Is what
Ooh.
Human.
Drink a
I'm
cup of
eating
blood.
human flesh.
I don't
Yeah,
think I could do
give
a
me-
whole cup, 8 ounces.
Cup
Yeah,
of blood.
give me the flesh.
Just
Yeah.
both.
Give me
I
the
could
cut.
bite.
I want the prosciutto.
You get AIDS.
Yeah.
Give me the gabagool. I want the
The
prosciutto.
gabagoo.
Give me the meat.
Yeah, give me. Can I cook it?
The Arby's. It says a
Plus,
it's
blood
a
is
bite,
sacred,
so
so
you have to
ick.
bite it.
I just gotta eat it raw.
Bite, just a bite, I guess.
Yeah, bite.
Nom, 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 nom.
Yeah.
Give me
I
the
just
cartilage around the nose.
I don't know if I could even do it. I don't know if I could sever the flesh with my teeth.
Sure
I don't
you
know if I
can.
could do that.
You
I mean, I
said,
know I can't do it to myself because my brain will not allow me to do it.
yeah, you just,
Our ancestors were capable of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume. From the stories and the
Sure,
histories.
really nice.
they say.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I also think there's a
Oh,
price for that
also
too, though. Because if you put
Kidnap
50,
kids.
if you put 50 grand on the table and we're like, take a bite out of your arm, I might be able to do it.
I can't bite out of my own arm, but
I would
somebody
much rather do
else's.
someone else's
Yeah,
arm.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, yeah, I'm
Much
just
rather.
saying, like,
Like,
but because I'm saying, like, you know how you're like they say, like, your brain won't let you bite off your own finger
Yeah,
or something like that
Yeah.
because, but
But
you
you
do have the
can.
power to do it.
yeah,
I'm like, but if you put a price, you know what I mean? Like, if it was like, we'll sew
I
the
s-
finger back on, and also we'll give you, endless cash.
yeah,
Could you
I
do
couldn't
it?
do it.
yeah.
No.
Well,
think-
my own, I don't know.
Bite a finger off? No, I could bite someone else's off
Yeah, it could
I
be.
think
my-
for free. For free.
I think I could do my own. I like money enough. I think I can do it.
I mean, I tried.
I couldn't get my own finger off. That's insane. They're so well connected.
You
And
just
tissue
you
and
pick a
bone
point
is
right in
so
between a
tough.
joint.
Good luck.
I'm not saying it would be easy. That's
Maybe
why
punch your own chin or knee yourself in the chin, then maybe you can generate the force for the bite. But I think if I just have to rely on my own bite, like if I slam my chin down on a table, maybe.
Oh yeah,
But-
yeah, that's a good
I don't think I could without
little hack.
a lever or whatever you'd call it. generate that force.
I totally
I don't have
get
the
that.
I don't have the willpower.
I don't have the stones.
Would you
I
rather
got the stones, buddy.
move into the house from Paranormal Activity or the house from Insidious? Actually, that's not a good question because Insidious wasn't the house.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
like,
yeah. As long as that
Yeah,
little
it-
boy's not there.
Yeah.
I mean, Paranormal Activity wasn't really the house either. It was more of the girl too.
I haven't
yeah.
seen it, but I'm taking Paranormal Activity.
Mm.
I mean, the house, like physically, was I feel
Yeah,
like
it's
nicer.
a cooler house.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's a
feel
great
like from
kitchen.
the clips I've seen,
Yeah.
it's pretty nice,
Yeah.
Good.
and I don't mind the odd
Um,
entity.
For a zombie apocalypse, would you rather a rolling pin or a hairspray and lighter as your weapon?
Pin.
Rolling pin.
You don't want
Yeah,
fire?
probably.
And
Yeah, but it'll run out.
I can
Yeah,
I can
and-
salvage those elsewhere.
That's
And
also,
I mean,
I'm
a rolling
instantly
pin as well,
dropping
but-
the rolling pin and finding anything else.
but at least that's
Shoving the rolling pin up my ass.
Yeah.
I think that's
That's good.
Yeah, I think-
Yeah, I'm done.
Jake's over it. He says,
Uh,
"Fuck this."
Would you
Wow,
rather
before
do
New
anything
Year.
else with this podcast?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think we can go to the wheel.
Fun questions. What did
Yeah.
they?
Oh yeah, we do have a wheel this week, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
The Patreon pick is Mother.
Again, god damn it.
Yep, she wants it on the wheel.
Yes.
She wants to know our opinions of it, so she will continue to pick it.
Yes.
She says until we
Fuck.
review it.
Okay.
All right.
It's the Patreon's will.
So for the wheel we have Autopsy of Jane Doe, The Babadook, Child's Play, Oculus, Nightmare on Elm Street, and the Patreon pick this week is Mother. So we're spinning the wheel. And it is Child's Play.
Hey.
Beep, 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 beep.
Child's
Pod of
Play.
Chucky.
Child's
Yay.
Play. I'm sorry.
Child's Play.
I'm sorry, Ian.
Wait, is
That's
it,
okay.
what? Does he hate this movie?
I don't know.
Like
It's okay.
dolls.
No, it's right.
Oh, this is the kind of shit that actually would scare you.
No. No, I just don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. Like a doll
Oh.
movie. Or...
It's. I don't think it's my.
That's why he
thing.
hasn't seen Barbie yet.
I'm scared.
Well, maybe you'll love it.
Doll
No,
movie.
Maybe it'll be your favorite movie ever made.
Mhm.
Maybe you have like a doll kink.
Maybe could be.
Maybe we
Chucky.
should watch either Child's Play or the Barbie movie and just come back. You know.
Yeah, compare doll movies.
Yeah.
Which one do you think said more about our gender relations in our country today?
Definitely Child's Play.
Yeah. For
Uh,
sure.
Jennifer Tilly.
Wait, what year is this? Which one are we watching?
It's the old one.
The
It's
old
original.
The first one,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
1986. I don't know what year it is.
All right.
It's from whatever year.
Yeah,
it's the
dude.
80s.
88.
88.
So does he say like "want to play"? Is that his thing? Want to play? Or is that like
I think that's
not a thing he says?
You'll see
Yeah, that's
when you watch the movie.
I thought that was it.
Oh, so
I don't know.
I think
We'll
everything
figure it
did.
out.
movies.
You'll
I'm sure he's got a
Well, too.
catchphrase.
you'll float too.
Yeah, yeah. that's-
All right, cool guys.
Stay tuned for Child's
Stay
Play.
tuned for Child's Play.
Child's Play.
Bye.
Bye.
Beep, beep, beep. Bye.